Hello and welcome back to Good Game Nation, where we bring you all things TCG. My name is Preston. I'm here with Sam. Say hello.
Hello, it's Newsday.
Yeah, baby, it's Newsday. We're jumping on Twitter, checking out what Bandai has given us for this week. Um, it's a
Yeah,
slow week, so let's move on through this one and see what we got.
getting right into it. We have a couple cards from set 3, the Mighty Enemy set. This is Nojiko. This is Nami's sister from the anime, and she is here in a card. She is a 2-drop, 0 power wisdom. She is on play if your leader is Nami. Return up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost 5 or less to its owner's hand with 1,000 combo power. Thoughts?
That's a cool card. A two drop killing five drops. Not killing, but removing them from the board. I would have liked to have seen it do some mill, but that's a pretty decent effect otherwise.
It's we haven't gotten too much from this archetype. We've gotten a couple cards for the mill archetype, so this is a nice tempo play. It's
Hmm.
not going to do much once it's on the board. I think I don't see Nami doing a lot of shambles activity, so I don't know how much use it'll be once it's on the board. But that's a pretty good effect for two.
Yeah. Yeah, five cost or less to the owner's hand. It's doing what Thrust Pad Cannon does, but
Better,
better, right?
yeah, better, yeah.
Um, and
Uh,
all the other guys love bounces, right?
Love is 4K. Most of the
Yeah.
bounces are 3 or less, or unless you're, Dofia or something.
Hmm.
This is interesting. This is gonna be interesting against the Iceberg matchup. I think this is a lot of that
Absolutely.
matchup, so I think this is specific for that maybe. But
Yeah.
cool
I
card.
Only thing I don't like about what they're doing recently is they're making a card very specific.
True.
I think Jin's like that, where it says the leader has to be
Has to be Kuro.
whatever.
Has to be Kuro. Yeah.
I don't remember
East
who it
blue.
was. East Blue,
Yeah, Kuro.
um, where it's like you're very limited to the leader you can play this with. This is naming Nami as the
Right.
only card, like the only leader that this card being played with,
Right.
which means it's
How
either
many
going to.
blue Nami leaders are we gonna get?
Yeah, exactly. So we're either gonna play this in a four of during this set,
Mm,
or not at all if it gets outclassed.
right.
So it would have been really nice if it just did this,
Sure.
um, because then it splashed in every blue deck.
Right.
But
Then it
maybe
might
they
be too
don't want
good.
that.
Right. Right. Then
Yeah,
it's maybe too good. Yeah, that makes sense. And it gives Nami a little more tool options. So I think it could be a interesting card. But I agree. It's a little too specific. But maybe this deck needs it. We just haven't seen. We haven't seen too much yet. So we'll
right.
make a full impression once we have the rest
Yeah,
of
the
blue.
rest
Uh,
absolutely.
that.
Pigeon guy.
Oh yeah, it's that pigeon dude.
Yeah, five cost, 6K power, Water 7 Galley Law Company. When attacking, -1 Dawn. Rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost 5 or less. Also has 1K counter. Uh, I'm happy with this guy. What do you think?
Remind me of Iceberg's effect. Can it play? It's 5 or less, right? That we're playing.
5 or less for a -1 Dawn.
So Lucci's in the range here, and I think this is a valuable card. 5 drop 7 is usually the vanilla costing, so we're just under that with an effect and 1,000 power as well. So this is a strong card. And it offers board control. Board control's I think really important because we're not getting that extra attack from the leader. So I
Mhm.
think this is for the one of the few cards that we've seen so far. I think pretty strong. I'm pretty okay with this guy.
Yeah, and there is a little bit of a scare that you're playing. You could play that technically on turn one.
Yeah.
Um, but if you're, yeah, I don't know. If you're playing it turn one, it's a one attacking effect, so you're not going immediately to zero if you go second. Um, but I mean, that's the risk you take with this type of deck. I'm seeing like you -1 to play a five drop, -1 Dawn for a five drop. I'll take it. And then you attack and you lose another Dawn, but you get rid of a five or less. Or you're resting a five or less. That's still good. So this deck needs ramp. Are
Yeah.
we going to get brand new ramp, or are we going to get, or are we going to have to play our animal pirates? Or if the ramp that comes to is this in the Galley Law Company, isn't good enough. We're just gonna play uh, a Kaido Galley Law deck that is rampy and quick. Maybe I don't know. It's just can only see positives because a -1 Dawn is nothing. That's half of
Right.
your turn Dawn,
Sure.
and you're
Um,
getting a 6K. So
yeah, you're gonna need board clearing from these guys to keep up with tempo. That's one of the concerns going into set three. Is you have to either be a lot of control coming out like green or be very quick like red. So it's good to see this early control coming in from purple. They're gonna need that to contest with the current meta. So I think we're trending in the right direction. Hopefully there's some better ramp for purple going forward. They're gonna need it. They're gonna need it.
they're
The,
gonna need that
the
for
next
sure.
card is we're just jumping colors right now. We're going back into black, a little more navy, and we have a Virgo. Virgo is a 5 power 5k navy and Dawn to kill Tick Pirates. Interesting. Dawn times 1. This character cannot be KO'd by battle. He's also a 2k counter. 2k counter is already a playable card.
2K counter can't be KO'd by battle. That's a dope combo. We've seen a lot of like the smokers and Borsalino with can't be destroyed by card effects. I think that's the exact wording. So
Basically.
this is can't be destroyed by battle with 1 Dawn attached. That's better than the SR Luffy from set one, which is like it can't be destroyed by battle by a certain card type. Um, it's a 5 drop, 5K. So you can't beat it by like just attacking into it. So you have to use a card effect to bounce it or destroy it, and a 2K counter. That's a four of
Yeah.
Navy.
Um,
It's Navy. So if Navy gets a proper search, we got the new pants guy. I can't remember his name. That searches three and discards
yeah.
the not selected card.
Yep.
But if we get a 5 searcher like every other color has, uh, this card's ridiculous.
When I was when we were playing with Z a little bit, that didn't get shown. The deck gets a lot of 2Ks. I was running a lot, so it's really
Mhm.
easy to find room for something like this. Just swap out one of the 2Ks for this guy, and he's different. He he offers a much more offensive play because the 4 drops in the black deck are very already filled with Borsalino
Mhm.
and Kuzan.
Akiji,
Yeah,
Kuzan.
Kiji. Yeah. So it fits right in this little mid tempo game plan that I think purple and black likes. So I
Hmm.
think this card is played often as well. I agree, especially at being a 2K as well. It makes a lot of sense to slide this guy in there.
Absolutely.
Yuck.
Yeah, that the deck that got top four
Yep.
at the most recent had like 22K counters, and some of them were purple and some of them were black. You most likely can find a spot for this guy to swap out for one of those 20. And if
Yeah.
not 24, why not?
Yeah. Just run a little more.
Just run a
Definitely.
little bit more. This one's playable, so some of those aren't playable in that deck.
Oh, unplayable. Maybe not playable, but offers just different utility. Not being able to be
Absolutely.
killed by a card effect or a card. There's not
Mm,
there's not a lot of colors that can do that. Like I can't think of a card where green is just killing something with that guy. So there's some decks right now that couldn't even kill it. So
right.
it's definitely going to be interesting. Jumping
This
over.
Yeah, purple. Translated name is Tilestone. Purple character, 5 cost, 6K power. Strike, Water 7 Galley Law Company. Effect is on KO if your leader has Galley Law Company type. Add one up to 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck. Rusted. 1K counter. Hey, the ramp that I was talking about. This is cool. We already have a smile fruit guy that does this
True.
for purple, but this will be searchable with Old Lady Kokoro,
Hmm.
the Galley Lost Searcher. It's actually a Water 7 searcher, so it's good that this has Water 7 included. Um,
Yeah.
I think it's Hold'em. Hold'em doesn't get played in purple right now.
Mm-mm.
It's easy to not kill it. This is a 5 drop 6K.
Hmm.
I think that outclasses the Hold'em. So if you leave this on the board and you don't give them that ramp, he's just slamming into your leader every turn. Even if you're playing Whitebeard, he's slamming into leader without any Dawn attached, just begging you to give them that ramp. And if you're minusing all the time, you might not have to worry about them waiting until you hit 10 and then killing it, because you're most likely will go down to 9 that turn.
Right.
So you should be able to activate this when they do decide to kill it. And it's powerful. 5-drop, so it gets Iceberged, and another 5-drop 6k for this deck. It's starting to look like a very powerful, very scary deck, and that makes me super happy for purple.
Makes me happy for purple. I would agree. You might keep mentioning the 6K, and that's a threshold that has been very important in our meta videos. We were just highlighting the 3-drop Zoro that is 6K on your opponent's turn, because it makes it a little more interesting into that Whitebeard deck that has been very popular. So this threshold, especially against I don't want to say regular decks, but normal decks, the threshold is 5K. But if everything coming out of this deck is 6K, which I wasn't guessing, because I saw the Lucci and figured, Lucci's the main guy, so he's just going to be a little stronger than everybody else. But if everyone is going to be a 5-drop 6K, that's quite scary. Even if other decks could keep up, they have to keep up with this new threshold as well. It's going to be very difficult, I imagine, to clear some of these guys, especially if they also all have counter power, which is so far what we've seen. So yeah, we're trending in a direction of scariness.
And it works out because Iceberg can attack.
Right.
I think if it was any other archetype giving them all of these powerhouses that get on board for 1 cost, you would have a problem. But your leader is just sitting there getting attacked. He's pulling the strings. He's the boss. It makes sense. I'm just super excited to see purple back on top, and that's my prediction right now. Is we're a leader and 2 cards in, and I already am super excited about the Water 7 deck.
And this is a character that I might have to look for a little bit where he appeared. Like, if I didn't have Wiki, I might not know, but there's still key characters that we haven't seen yet. So we're gonna get more. We're gonna get more cool effects, hopefully. So I'm pretty excited. Hopefully we see some keywords in a little bit. Maybe that'd be real spicy. We have one more card. One more card here that we didn't talk about. There it is. We have it. We have a field spell. No.
Yes.
Galley Company. It is a stage, purple stage, cost 3. Activate main. You may rest this stage if your leader is Iceberg, by name Iceberg. Add up to 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck and rest it.
It's a searchable Onigashima.
It's a searchable Onigashima. There it is.
If my excitement after Tilestone wasn't enough, Kokoro, old lady Kokoro, can search Galley Law Company. There she is. Searchable by that card. Onigashima effect. Specifically for Iceberg. Yeah. So you can't pull any BS with this. But he needs it. I think he needs ramp. So a safe 1 extra per turn means his 1 minus per turn. I'm pretty sure his effect is once per turn. It would be insane if it wasn't. Is negated. So now you're still getting your 2 Dom per turn, and you don't give an F. You just play big drops and say deal with it. Another reason I've been so hype about this color, this video.
No, it's and I someone has to be the downer, right? No, I'm just kidding. It's very exciting. I'm a little bummed that it does say Iceberg. I wish it would have said maybe Water 7 leader, because
or Galley Law Company
Galley Law Company. So if they ever wanted to do a promo, I don't know, Kaku or something, someone random, they could have done it.
Leader?
A Lucci, random Water 7 Lucci leader. That would have been cool. I don't remember the guy that summons Rope right now. Someone's gonna comment his name. That guy's really cool. But
is it Polly?
Yeah, you're right. There it is.
You've seen his art.
Yeah. So that would have been cool, because we could have splashed it with other leaders, but it does say only Iceberg, so it makes me wonder how much this archetype's going to exist past this set. But for this set, it's definitely very exciting. It was the one key weakness, not being able to scale into a later game, that you would eventually just get outscaled. That's how the deck was looking. But now, after a turn or 2, you can establish this guy. That puts you in a great position. into the late game. So I'm definitely more excited to see more Water 7 cards soon.
Yeah, this is dope. Super excited. It looks like they're doing a lot of purple cards, so next week we'll probably have, I'm fingers crossed, most of the rest of the main characters from Galley Law.
Hmm.
And it looks like we might be splashing in a couple black cards here and there, like Virgo. Um,
Oh yeah.
oh, super hype. We spent a long time on 4 cards, so we're gonna let you guys go. Thank you for hanging out. I hope the hype was enough for you. Let us know if you like Galley Law and what they're doing with this archetype, this set. And until next time, see you around later.
Bye guys.